Nandana Braja Janarandana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jayora Ramadana Punjabihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Jayora Ramadana Punjabihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Jaya Gopi Chandravarama Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Chandravarama Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira
Jayora Ramadhava Punjabihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Shri Chaitanya Shaitamrita Ki
Jai.
Today we read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's a book about the life of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the incarnation for this age of Kali. And he came to teach this chanting of the holy name to realize ourselves and to experiment this blissful life, spiritual life, transcendence. So we will speak today on this Chaitanya Charitamrita. And let's see. Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gura Bhakta Vrinda.
So we start from, so it's chapter 11, the Adi Lila, of Adi Lila. So this book is composed in 3 parts. Adi Lila with the first part of the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Madhya Lila with after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts the sannyas, renouncement of life, and the last part is the last pastime of his life before he left. So now we are in the Adi Lila, so it's the beginning of this book, I can say. And the chapter 11, who described so Nityananda and his expansion. So Nityananda is the most the closest associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and in spiritual world, Nityananda is Balaram, the big brother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when Krishna comes, he comes with all his associates, and so Nityananda is his closest associate. So we will speak about Nityananda today in the class. What we do, we recite the first verse or the last?
You just read the 34 and 35 we can recite collectively.
Okay. So it's in Bengali. This book is written in Bengali mainly. There's some verse in Sanskrit, but it's mainly Bengali. Balaramada Krishna Prema Rasas Bhadi Nityananda Namehai Paramanu Bhadi. No? What?
Go ahead.
Okay. It's not this verse? Or?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Translation. Balaram thus always fully tasted the nectar of love of Krishna. Upon hearing the name of Nityananda Prabhu, he would become greatly made maddened. So verse 35. Mahabhagavat, so we repeat this one?
Yes.
Okay. Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavin Chandra
Chandra
Yanaha Hidaya Nitya Hare Nityananda Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra Yanara Hidaya Nitya Hare Nityananda Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra Yanara Hidaya Nitya Kare Nityananda Abu
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Yahara Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Yahara Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Yanaridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda
Hridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda. Anyone else want to try? You want to try? Yes, good.
Sorry.
Mahabhagavata Yadunata Kavichandra
Yanaridaya Nitya Kare Nityananda.
Super. You want to try also? Okay. So we read translation word for word. Please repeat. Mahabhagavata, a great devotee, Yadunata Kavichandra,
Yadunata Kavichandra,
of the name Yadunata Kavichandra,
of the name Yadunata Kavichandra.
Yanara
Yanara
was
was
Idaye
Idaye
in the hut.
in the heart.
Nitya
Nitya
dancing.
dancing.
Kare
Kare
those
those.
Nityananda
Nityananda.
Lord Nityananda Prabhu.
Lord Nityananda Prabhu.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jaya.
Yadunath Kavichandra was a great devotee. Lord Nityananda Prabhu always danced in his hut. Purport. In the Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Lila, chapter 1, it is said that a gentleman known as Latnagarbha Acharya was a friend of Sri Nityananda Prabhu's father.
Chaitanya.
Non, dans le livre, c'est différent.
Okay.
Je sais pas. When I read on Vedabase was Chaitanya, but here is Nityananda. No problem. Krishi, Ada Parishit Vara Ki Jai, Krishi Dakana Tade Suvada Ki Jai, Krishi Nitai Sesta Ki Jai. Nityananda in Balaram is the big brother of Krishna, so we can say that it's the same father. Sorry for the speculation, but so it's the same. He's a friend of the father of Nityananda or Chaitanya, as you like. They were both residents of the same village known as ISKCON. He had 4 sons, Krishnapad, Makaranda, Krishnananda, Jiva, and Yadunath Kavichandra.
Three or four?
4.
Oh, okay. It's three.
Thank you. This I made the mistake. Thank you. Om Gyanatvinanda Sagyanam Jara Sharakaya Shashurmitavina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manu Vishram Stapitamina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dharnati Padam Tikam Amdeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamaram Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Savinam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Radhika Shri Shakam Vitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavandhu Jagapate Govinda Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Nata Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshware Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Shakatpatarum Yaksha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I will start by reading a little bit of a part of Chaitanya Bhagavat, where it's described a little bit about this personality, Natnagarbha. And after I will speak more about Nityananda, who is Nityananda, and how we can come closer with Nityananda. So I find this. So it's a description about how when Lord Chaitanya when he was young, he was called Nimai Pandit, and he was challenging all the scholars on the base of philosophical understanding. And there is just a little description how he met Ratnagarbha when he was young like this. So I will read The Lord said, in Kali Yoga, the so-called scholar has no idea of conjugation, but receives the title of Bhattacharya. One who has no knowledge of philosophy, he has the audacity to debate, but none of these scholars can ever challenge me. So this is Lord Chaitanya speaking. Whatever argument I establish and whatever I refute, let me see if there is anyone who can challenge this. So he was walking in the street in Navadvip and saying like this. Like this, the Lord of the universe, Vishvambar, so Vishvambar is the title of Lord Chaitanya, who means the Lord of the universe, boldly challenge everyone and who and who is there who can take up that challenge? The scholar who came to pay the respect to Mother Ganga heard Lord Vishvambar bold words in fearful silence, the scholarly pride broken to pieces. Is there anyone in Navadvip who can challenge Vishvambar in debate? The Lord continued to speak for 4 hours as if in a trance, explaining and giving commentaries. It was late in the evening, yet the Lord did not stop. Then the Lord visited another gentleman's house, and this happened to be the house of a very pious Brahmana, whose name was Ratnagarbha Acharya. So we come to this Ratnagarbha. He was a close acquaintance of Lord Vishvambar's father. So in this we learn. So we learn this father of Chaitanya Prabhu, not Nityananda. Probably this translation is better. And both were born in the same village. He had 3 sons. They were elevated. So this is why I said 3 maybe, because in this says 3. Whatever, no problem. They were elevated devotees of Lord, full of spiritual humor. They were like the bees which gather nectarine pollen from the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Their names were Krishnananda, Jiva, and Badhunath Kavichandra. Yadunath. Ratnagarbha Acharya was a great devotee of the Lord and very fond of the Srimad Bhagavatam, and he was now reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam with great respect and affection. He read, the wives of the Jagat Brahmana saw a beautiful young boy. His complexion was darkish. He wore a golden yellow cloth. He was nicely decorated with flower garland around his neck. A peacock feather slanted sideways out of his crown. Precious stone and metal glistened brightly like stars. He was with his friends. He stood leaning against a dear. He stood leaning against a dear friend. He left his left hand only his translation should not be his shoulder, and with his right hand he twirled a beautiful lotus flower. His ears were decorated with honey in the shape of lotus flower. His cheek carried decorative design of sandalwood paste, and a sweet smile played on his lotus-like mouth. This word of Srimad Bhagavatam, spoken with great devotion, entered the ears of Lord Vishvambar. The devotion of the speaker affected the Lord, and as soon as he heard these words, the Lord fell down, unconscious, overcome with loving spiritual ecstasy. All the students were amazed at the sight. After remaining in a trance for a while, the Lord regained his external consciousness. When he was able to speak, the Lord said to Adnagarbha, Acharya, go on, and he rolled on the ground in ecstasy. The Lord urged him on saying, go on, and the Brahmana continued to read, and everyone floated in the ocean of nectar like love of Krishna. Unrestrained tears from the Lord's eyes flowed in the entire world. All the ecstatic symptoms like shivering, horripilating, and crying manifested in the Lord's person. The Brahmana was extremely happy, and he continued to read the shloka with great inspiration. The Lord was very satisfied with the Brahmana devotion, and he embraced him with warmly. Being touched, Ratnagarbha Acharya experienced immense bliss. He fell down and held the Lord's lotus feet, crying, and from that moment he became trapped by the love of Lord Chaitanya. He continuously reads the shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, and the Lord responded roaring loudly, go on. So this description shows the devotion of Radnagarbha in the matter of reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because when he was reading, Lord Chaitanya was transported by ecstasy and was very touched by the devotion of Ratnagarbha. So I wanted just to share this. This is the only thing I could find on Ratnagarbha. Maybe you know more, but this is the only thing I could find. And so we can remember that Ratnagarbha Acharya is a friend of the father of Lord Chaitanya, and he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna, and that when he was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, it gave ecstasy to Lord Chaitanya. This is what I think we can remember about this personality. So now I will speak more about Lord Nityananda, because this chapter is concerned by Lord Nityananda, and the first verse I'll read again. Balaram Das always fully tasted the nectar of love of Krishna. Upon hearing the name of Lord of Nityananda, he will become greatly maddened. So we see how Lord Nityananda is giving this love of God. And I want to share a little bit of philosophy, but a little bit also of pastime, because I just come back from Vrindavan, and we cross many places about Balaram and Nityananda, and I want to not just speak about philosophy, because when you speak only about philosophy, usually it's difficult to stay awake. It's a little bit boring sometimes, philosophy. So first, I want to ask to you, what is the relation between Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya Prabhu? What do you know about this relation between Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Okay, brother, but this is in previous age, we can say, when they came as Lord Nityananda, Lord Balaram and Lord Krishna. So in this incarnation as Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, what is the dealing between Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yeah. What is their relation?
Friends, associate.
Friend associate?
Friends or associates.
Associate. But it is said that Nityananda always has the mood of service with Chaitanya. He is really friendship with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he is always have this mood of servitorship with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we know that Nityananda or Balaram, they are called also Adi Guru because they are the original spiritual master. So this what also teach Lord Nityananda by this incarnation. He teach that we should approach the Lord by this attitude of service. If we don't have this attitude of service, there is no way we can know the Lord, there's no way we can have a relation with the Lord. So everything starts by this attitude of service. So this is something we can learn in the relation between Nityananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we know from Bhagavad Gita or from the teaching that without spiritual master, there is no possibility to enter into spiritual life actually. So this is very important to have this always this understanding about Lord Nityananda and the spiritual master. So Srila Prabhupada came as the spiritual master of the whole world and gave us the knowledge of the Veda and Bhagavad Gita and also all about Chaitanya and Nityananda. So it is said also that in the form of Krishna and Balaram in the spiritual world, Balaram also have this attitude of service with Krishna. So can you send me some example in which Lord Balaram take this position of servitor with Krishna?
Lord Balram used to fan Krishna when he used to have his lunch.
What?
Lord Balram used to fan Krishna when Krishna used to have lunch.
True, he was fanning Krishna, yeah, with this attitude of serving Krishna. Also, yeah, you can say if you have another idea.
I'll recall.
It is also said that Balaram is this is him who manifests all the Dham, the spiritual world. So he's serving Krishna by manifesting all the Dham. Vrindavan is a manifestation of the energy of Balaram. Rasaparadanya, very
He
good.
also extend himself in the form of paraphernalia also.
Paraphernalia for all the service, everything in spiritual world, all the paraphernalia, I mean all the object for relation with Krishna is Balaram, energy of Balaram. There's another I was thinking.
He's the one who serves Krishna in all the five rasas also.
Yeah, also is present in all the different rasa. So this is a few. There's another one I think also in the material world. From him come Shankarshan, who carry the whole universe on his head. So this is a very attitude of service. You can imagine that if we live in this world, it's by the mercy of Balaram actually, because all this universe is on the head of Shankarshan, who maintain all the different universe. So always in this attitude of service, Balaram always have this attitude of service. And we have a lot of examples where Balaram want to serve Krishna, always want to serve. And we have so Balaram is often see in Vrindavan also in the mood of Sakya, of playing with Krishna. He's always playing with the Lord. So with you, I will share a pastime that we remember when we was in Vrindavan, exactly in the forest which is called Kamyavan. In Vrindavan, you have 12 forests, and before going to Mathura, Krishna killed the last demon he killed was called. Do you know what's the last demon Krishna killed before going to Mathura?
Keshi,
Oh, t'es pas loin, c'est l'avant-dernier.
Aristosaur.
No. But Keshi, t'étais vraiment pas loin. But he was very close because Keshi, he killed Keshi in the morning and he killed another demon in the afternoon. And this demon is the last one before going to Mathura.
Le taureau, non?
No. He is a guru according to the Asura according to Bhaktivedanta Thakur, who is the representative, he manifests the anatta of fake devotion.
It's not the last.
He is called Vyomasura. And what he did,
Kidnapped.
he kidnapped all the boyfriends, the friend of Krishna, and he put them in a cave. So we went to see this place, and we entered the cave of Vyomasura in this Kamyavan forest, and we heard all the pastime, how how Krishna killed this demon. So it is said that Krishna was playing in Govardhan with all his friends, and they was playing like young boys. They was playing police and thief. One was playing the police, and the other playing the thief. We see sometimes young boys they are playing like this. I am the police. I will trap you, and the other plays the thief and try to steal something. So they was doing like this with Krishna, Balaram, and all the different boy, and it was very amazing. They was very enjoying. So this display in Govardhan, and one demon sent by Kamsa came, and you know these demons, they was great mystic yogi. They could change their form and take the form they wanted. So he took the form of a cowboy, and he started to play in this play between Krishna and his friend. He took the role of a thief, and he started to go in the play and take some of the cowboys, and he was bringing them out of the Govardhan and bringing to Kamyavan. So nowadays it's difficult to understand because Govardhan to Kamyavan is quite a long walk. We did this in, I don't know, 4 days maybe for going to Govardhan to Kamyavan. So we cannot imagine how this Vyomasura could take the cowboy from Govardhan to Kamyavan in sometimes. So you say fly. Actually, it's a really good answer because Vyoma is mean who can fly in the sky. So it's very good answer. There is also another answer of this, is that Goloka Vrindavan is like a lotus flower, and by the wish of Balaram, it can open or close. So the place can be nowadays can be very far, but it can be also very close by the wish of Balaram, just for the pastime of Krishna, Balaram, and Vyomasura. So Balaram could very easily bring Kamyavan very close with Govardhan. So what's the answer? I don't know. Maybe both of them, but it's like this. Vyomasura was taking the boy and bringing to this cave, and he was putting in this cave. So Krishna, because he know everything, is omniscient, omnipotent, so he could see it. So he see that this Vyomasura was taking the cowboy, and after some time the number of cowboy reduced a lot. So Krishna decided, okay, now we have to do something. I cannot let him, otherwise I will be alone at the end because he will take all the cowboy. So he went to Kamyavan and uh, started to challenge Vyomasula and started to fight with Vyomasula. And because Vyomasula could fly in the sky, like you said, he was flying in the sky. So they was fighting one against the other, and Vyomasura was taking Krishna and flying in the sky, and after falling down again on the earth. And nowadays, you can go to this place in Kamyavan. You have to walk. It's at the top of a hill like this, and on the top of this hill, you can see some print of the shock between Krishna and the earth. And in the stone, you see the print of the feet, of the print of the garlands of Krishna, and it's amazing. You can fully absorb in the pastime just by being here. And it's not just I'm thinking it happened. You can see it because you have all this print, and after you have also the cave where Vyomasura closed all the quad boy. And so by this effect of flying in the sky and falling on the earth, the Bhumi started to be a little bit disturbed. The earth was moving because it was a very heavy shock. He was going to the heaven and falling on the earth like this. And the earth started to move like this, like anything. So Balaram, he just put his feet on the floor like this, and by the power of Balaram, he just stabilized the earth, and the earth become stable again. So I was thinking when I was reading this, we can see in our spiritual life also that there is many demons in us earth, like Vyomasura, and Krishna will have to kill them, and it can bring a lot of disturbance in our mind, in our life, and we have to pray to the spiritual master and to Balaram, please don't make so much disturbance and keep this place not too unstable like this, and please keep this stability in my spiritual life. And you can see also this print of the foot of Balaram in this place of Kamyavan. You can see the print of Balaram and take the dust from this place. It's very a beautiful place. And this place also you have a play like how we say toboggan slide, yeah.
In the back of the
So when we was there, before starting to go at the top of the hill, we tried to just absorb in the pastime of Krishna, and there is this slide and in the earth. So nowadays slides are made in plastic, everything is artificial. But during the time of Krishna, everything was the stone, the earth. This house was playing at this time. And so when we went there, before going on top of the hill, all the devotees started to play on this slide, and we start to do like the children sliding on the stone like this, and we was really in the mood of Sakya and playing with Krishna. It was really amazing to have this. So this Nityananda we see through the pastime of Balaram and Krishna, we see the importance and the power of Balaram or Nityananda. And without them, there is no opportunity, there's no possibility that we can success in spiritual life, because it will be too much trouble. Like this Bhumi was very disturbed by this fight between Krishna and Vyomasura. And one also of my realization by going there in Vrindavan, So to be associating with the Dam, so it's we can say it's an association also with Balaram and association with the purity of Balaram. We can realize how contaminated our heart is and how much fake devotee we are actually. So I want to ask you how in this Kali Yoga we can be not a fake devotee but a real devotee. Do you have any idea? I'm sure you know how to be a not
Oh.
too much fake in our devotional life.
You have to, if you go on books, you cannot be fake.
Yeah, it's true because you have to. Actually, book distribution is very dear to Nityananda and spiritual master, and it's very purifying to be in this service of book distribution. Any other idea how we can? In the matter of chanting the holy name, every day we say after saying all the offense, we say how we say
Attentive, it's also not
yeah.
inattentive.
To be inattentive because if we chant with offense and inattentive chanting, we identify to a Vaishnava, but we are not Vaishnava. Why? Because our tongue, our mouth is speaking about Krishna, glorifying Krishna, but our mind is speaking to so many other things. So one solution to kill this Yomasula, this fake devotion, is to chant with focus and concentration the holy name of the Lord. So when I was in Vrindavan, I realized how much my mind and my heart was polluted by so many anartha. And in Vrindavan, when you walk, you see so many of these street dogs. There's so many street dogs. Two things there is a lot in Vrindavan is these street dogs and this monkey everywhere. And I was thinking, my mind is like a street dog or a monkey. So when you associate with the dam, it's very nice because you can see how much polluted you are. And I was thinking, my mind is like a street dog because you see that our mind is always attracted to the other sex. Like street dogs are always looking for a woman and have a sex life with women. And they are always also anxious, they are always anxious to protect their property. We see here in France, people keep the dogs for protecting their land. And the dog, woof, 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 when someone comes, they start to shout like this. So this is how we are today. We look for sex life and opposite sex, and we are worried about others to steal our property. And when someone take our dhoti or our gamcha, oh, what are you doing? Give me back my dhoti. So we are like street dogs. Our mentality is like street dog, looking for opposite sex and try to protect our property. So I was thinking, by growing in France and in this culture, we have this mentality. And if today I leave my body in Vrindavan, maybe I will become a street dog in my next life. So I was praying to the Lord Nityananda and my guru to purify my heart, to take this mentality out of my consciousness. And after, the other tendency in our life is to be always attached to the fruit of our action. We do everything for something and we are always expecting something back from our action. And this brings our mind to jump from one idea to another. This is why I say we are like monkey, because the monkey is always jumping from one branch to another, one tree to another. And I was thinking my mind is like this monkey. always jumping from one action to another, because I'm too much attached to the fruit of the action. Always my mind will bring me here and there like this. And there in Vrindavan, when you see the Vrajabasi, there are, I mean, there is everything, but we should not judge, but they are very peaceful. I mean, and the last day of my parikrama was between Raval and Mathura. And in this place, we crossed in the field, we saw Vrajabasi living like, like we can imagine of the time of Krishna. They have a small cottage with some land where they grow their food, and they have a cow, and they are here doing this agriculture, protecting the cow and doing some meditation and staying there without any road, no car. They live very peacefully. And when you pass next to the house, they are not like street dogs. They are so kind. They say, please come, come. I will give you some roti, some sabji. And they want to invite you to their house. And they just want to serve you. So you see that they are not afraid of others, and they have this mentality who can help us to understand what is to be Krishna conscious actually. And myself, at the end of the parikrama, I was meditating actually attached to the fruit of the result. I was meditating, I can't finish now the parikrama. So why also is because Jananda Goswami, my spiritual master, was now in Vrindavan, and I wanted to see him before coming back to France. But whatever, it brings me back to this mentality. I want to finish. I want to finish my parikrama. I'm attached to the fruit of my action, and I was seeing the contrast between them and me. And they was inviting me to take sabji and roti in their house, but I was thinking, oh, it will take me time. I cannot go. I lose my time. I should finish now. And one of the Brahmavati invite us. I was with one friend, and he invited us, so we went, and he please sit. So we sit, and he started to cook, and I was thinking, oh my god, it will take so much time. I want to go to Vrindavan. I want to take my bath in the Yamuna and just go now. And so I wait for some time, and after some time, I stand and I said to my friend, okay, we need to go now. And he said, it's okay, just sit. So I sit and I wait a little bit, and in my mind again, this thinking, oh, I should go now. So I stand up again, and then we should go. And my friends start to lost at me and say, look at you. And at this time, the Rajavasi just finished to cook the roti, and they gave us the roti. So I sit down again and took the roti. So I was thinking, I'm like a monkey. You see? I stand, sit, stand, sit, and said, you are really restless, my friend said. So I said, thank you to help me to realize that the mind is so restless. Where with this culture and this education, we have a restless mind. And we need the mercy of Balaram and Nityananda to engage this mind in the service of the Lord. And by this, we can become free, because all action in devotional service are called akarma. It means in all our action in this material world, we are attached to the fruit of the result. And this brings agitation in our mind. But when we act for the Guru and Krishna, we are doing for them. So we are not attached to the fruit of the result of the action. Sorry. So after some time, by acting in this akarma, our consciousness become more peaceful. But it takes some time, this purification, and we have to continue to do it until we can come to this good consciousness. And by this consciousness, if we are peaceful, we can really enter into Vrindavan. Jananda Goswami used to say, it's not by a flight ticket that you go to Vrindavan. It's not just by buying a flight ticket that you go to Vrindavan. And before going to the altar, we recite a verse. It is say, Shri Guru Paramananda Premananda Paraprada Shri Guru. I forgot the. But this verse says that by the mercy of the Guru you get prema, and this prema can bring you to Vraj, to enter into Vraj. So this is only by the mercy of Krishna and Guru that you can enter into Vraj. It's not by the mercy of Air India or the mercy of your money that you go to Vrindavan. You go to Vrindavan by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. And I will just share this to finish because it's time and I don't want to bring you anxiety and your mind become like a monkey. So please don't become like a monkey. I will finish in 5 minutes. So before last year for the marathon, at the end of the marathon, I will share with you how this idea to go to Vrindavan. So after the marathon finished, we had this festival of the marathon of book distribution, and Janda Goswami said me, okay, this year you can go to Vrindavan, and we go together, he said me. So my mind started to become like a monkey. Whoa, we go to Vrindavan, and started to meditate on this and jumping from one idea to another. We go to Vrindavan, I should buy my ticket, I should what I will do. What? So this is a mercy of Krishna and Guru who opened the door to Vrindavan. So my Guru opened the door and said me, you can go. So I went to Vrindavan and I did all this parikrama. And at the end of the parikrama, so I was Janda Goswami was not here, so he came at the end, just at the end. And at the end, what happened? I met again my Guru. So spiritual life is like a revolution, coming back to the beginning, serving the Guru. So at the end, I went to see Maharaj. So the next day after the Panikram, I went to see Maharaj, and Maharaj said me, sit down in his room and say, okay, so this year, what we do for the marathon? So I understood what is Vrindavan. Vrindavan is not this ticket of an India. This Vrindavan is how to please the Guru, how to please Prabhupada. So it started from after the marathon, the mercy of Guru, and it finished by the mercy of the Guru to organize a marathon this year. So we spent 2 hours with Maharaj to try to organize the marathon. And he was saying to me, we was in Vrindavan, but we was not speaking about Radha and Krishna or all this. What we was speaking, we was just joking and playing on how we will organize this marathon. And the next day, we went to the BBT room in Krishna Balaram Mandir, and he took me by the hand and said, come, now we have to get ready for this marathon. And we walk in Vrindavan. He was always keeping me in his hand like this. And we went together to the BBT, and we started to buy the book for the marathon and to get ready for the marathon. And the last day before I took the plane, he said, okay, now I will prepare your bag for going back to France. And he made my bag. He just packed with all the books. When I went to Vrindavan, I was allowed to have 23 kilograms in my bag and 7 kilograms in my hand bag. When I went, I had only 10 kilo in my bag. And when I came back, because of the books, So you can imagine my clothes and what I had was only around 10, 11 kilo. But when I came back, my bag was 24 kilogram, and I was overloaded already, and my handbag was 10 kilo, and I had another bag with full of books also. So I have at least 15 kilo excess. So you see that how is the relationship with Guru and how we go to Vrindavan is not by this ticket, is by trying to please Srila Prabhupada and the Guru. And this book distribution is really pleasing, and he helps us to understand this mood of Sakya or Dasya, to serve and to be friendship with the Guru, friendship with the devotee. So this is what I wanted to share on this about Nityananda and about little bit of my realization about this travel to this parikrama of Vrindavan. There is so much more to say about the parikrama, but we'll just stop here. It's okay for you. We can, if you want to ask some question or to do some comments, you are most welcome also. No comment? Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Chaitanya Chaitamrita ki jai, Rajamandal Parikrama ki jai. Au dévot associé, chacun chaque Thank you.
Say goodbye.
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 Pas de goodbye.